26 riders, and believe me, this is 26 is possibly the best riders out here. I know Poland has been racing all over the country, but you've got to expect that he probably fears this the worst. Oh, a lot of these guys getting rolling starts here. Raleigh didn't like the looks of it, and he's going to start him again. Here we go. One of the feature main events. And there they go into turn number one. Hold on to your hat. Let's see if they all get through in pretty good shape. They're going there 3 and 4 or 5 abreast almost. And they get through in good shape. And now the riders are going to start sorting themselves out. Believe me, this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out event. We've still got a lot of positions to decide on who's going to go back to Road Atlanta. These guys, if they're going to put their act together today, they've got to do it today if they want to get invited back. And already we've got 5 or 6 riders starting to stretch themselves out over the rest of the pack. You can't tell who the leader is at this point. Could be Gray and Poland and Tolan up there in the lead. We're going to have to pick them up for you as they come by the start-finish line. Look at this. A string of them coming up there to you. Nobody's getting away from anybody up there. It's just one big long train and nobody's separate. Sorry, Mitch. Down the back straightaway they go, and they're going to get up to speeds of about, maybe 120, 125 miles an hour. We're going to have a pass for the lead, and another pass for third. Here they come down and complete lap number 1. 1 lap down, 7 laps to go. Richard Moore is taking over the lead. Richard Moore out in front. That could be 151 running in second spot. That's James Dumais. Then in third spot was Poland. But right now it looks like it's Dumais and Moore out in front. Looks like 3 riders starting to break away now. Points leader now, you know the reason why. He's right up there amongst the leaders, and not now. It looks like only now are the top 3 riders starting to break away from the rest of the pack. Moore among them, and it looks like Dumais as well as Poland, and we've got a pass for the lead. Okay, so we've got Langford up in that top 3 group. We've got Poland, Moore, and looks like Langford in that top 3 group. Here they come out of turn number 9. Let's see if Poland's going to make a move on your leader here. Here we go. It's Poland out in front, the Texas rider. Moore in second, Langford in third, Don Caney in fourth. That's Minig and Dumais running in for 5th, and that's important that Minig stays up in that group. Oh, a great race between all those riders. They know they've got to do well out here today, and already the 3 riders starting to break away from the rest of the pack just slightly. As they head around 2, it's the Texas rider leading all these California riders. So we got 1 Texas rider out there, and he's ahead of 25 California riders. But look at this, Langford hanging right on him, and so is Richard Moore. The Vance and Hines Suzuki rider trying to crawl all over your Denton, Texas rider. Then they go up the hill. It's Doug Poland, Richard Moore, and Dave Langford. Langford, a rider that's been racing at least 10 years, but he retired a couple of years ago, and he's showing these young guys what it's all about. Look at this guy. He's running in third, and he's going to try and make a play for Moore in second as they cross down the hill and down that back straightaway. And now, finally now, Poland starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. Langford and Moore don't want to let him go, but there's nothing they can do about it. That Denton, Texas rider, the Denton Cycle-sponsored rider, Doug Poland's been doing this all year long in all the classes around the country. As we mentioned, he's got to be the favorite at Road Atlanta in a couple of months. And here they come out of turn number 9. And here comes Langford. He's going to try and make a move on Moore for second. There goes Poland. Moore holding on to second. Langford trying hard. Here goes Dumais and Caney. Dumais and Caney side by side for 4th spot. Oh, that's close. Oh, they clipped front and rear wheels, I'm sure of it. Caney and Dumais, and that caused Caney to has dropped back in the fray with Minig in that group. Remember, that's very important, that battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th back there. Those riders looking for spots to get on that, to get invited back to Road Atlanta. Here they come up the hill again. Poland's lead is not as big as they go around the turns around here. California riders start creeping up on him around the turns, but take a look at the lead. He starts stretching out when he gets on that straightaway. Moore and Langford still holding their effort. Look at this 6-rider duel for 4th position. That is the duel right there. Any one of those riders, it's a matter of where they finish and the points. Any one of those 8 riders back there in 4th position are going to be invited back to Road Atlanta. It's very, very important they finish well. Minig is in there. Dumais is in that group. That's a race within a race right there as Poland now on the backs. Look at that. As they go down that back fast parts of this racetrack, Poland opens up the lead. But when they come into the turns, Poland is a little bit frightened of turn number 3 now. He's crashed there twice so far in the last couple of months. He's kind of afraid of turn number 3. Let's see what happens this time. Poland comes down in the lead. It's Moore. It is Malcolm Hill coming up in 6th spot. Going for 5th. Trying to creep in there. Boy, that's a great 6-rider duel for 4th position back there. We're going to have to keep our eye on that. Poland holding on to about a half a second lead as they go up into turn number, out of turn number 2 and go up the hill into 3. Remember, this is where Poland has crashed twice now this year. Probably the only place in the country that he has crashed, I think, in all season. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, the guy is very consistent, stays up all the time, but turn 3 has definitely been his nemesis all year long. Moore and Langford, Poland looks like he's probably going to run away with this, as he might at Road Atlanta. Look at the lead he's got as he goes down that back straightaway. He's just going to leave Moore and Langford to battle it out. Still, 6 riders in that 4th position. Boy, that is tight in through there. Any one of those guys can take it. It's Canet, it's Dumais. Malcolm Hill's in that group. Chris Stewart's probably in that group. We know Mike Minig's in that group. Here they come out of turn number 9. They got the halfway flag. They're coming down one more time. Poland now opening up about a second lead. Moore and Langford. Langford kind of sitting up on the bike, maybe kind of playing a waiting game. Hill's in 4th now with Canet in 5th. Canet goes to the inside, trying to outbreak Hill into the turn number 1. Doesn't do it. Oh, look at this. Side by side into turn number 1. It's desperation time for these riders in 5th spot.
They're on the bubble.
These riders on the bubble as far as the points go. It's Dumais, Canet, and Chris Stewart, all those riders in there with an outside shot. Well, we got to keep our eye on that battle. That's definitely important. We're going to have some lapped riders coming up here in a couple of laps. This could really make a difference. All 6 of those riders battling out fiercely for 4th position as they go up on top of the hill. Terrific race for 4th position. He's going to leave Moore and it looks like Langford to battle it out for 2nd. We're going to look for Langford to try and get 2nd spot here, possibly on the last lap when they see the white flag. Still, 6 riders duking it out for that 4th position, and still Malcolm Hill leading that pack with Dumais in there, with Canet in there. Looks like Chris Stewart may be one of those riders in there as well. And here they come out of turn number 9 one more time. All these races, 8 laps today, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Poland. And he's starting to lap slower riders now. There's Moore in 2nd. Let's see if Langford makes a move on him this time. Not quite. Look at this 3-rider duel. It's Dumais, Canet, Hill. And Hill takes over the 4th position. And now that 6-rider pack is starting to stretch itself out a little bit, and they are coming up on some lapped riders. They go up on top of the hill. Oh, they're weaving back and forth around these riders, trying to get around through safely. Whoever gets through these guys better than a little bit of a gap. That may be enough. We'll find out. Your leaders down the back straightaway. Poland opening it up slightly. It is still Langford in 3rd. Richard Moore still in second spot, but that looks precarious. It looks as though Langford's just setting him up, maybe for a last lap pass. We'll find out. Because we're going to get the white flag this lap. John Rowley's got the white flag out, and looks like Pullen can see it right now. He comes out of turn number 9, 296. Doug Pullen looking over his shoulder as he has all year long. His competition, that's where they've been, over the shoulder. Langford sees it. Let's see if he makes a move now on Moore on the last lap. It's still Dumais, Hill, Canet, Chuck Graves in there, Chris Stewart in there, and Minnick back behind them. So Graves now also up in that battle. Here they are on the last lap. It looks like it's going to be Doug Pullen going to take the win. We're going to keep our eyes on second spot. Let's see if Langford can get around Moore. They're keeping Poland in sight, but remember, a lot of these California riders have not raced Road Atlanta yet. And of course, we understand that even Doug Poland's had limited time on that track as well. So we'll just have to find out, see what happens. Here we go, down the back straightaway. This is it. Let's see. He's rolling on it now. Moore's got second, but Langford is crawling all over him, and he's going to try and make a pass here. And check this out. They're coming in right now. There he goes. He's going to the inside. He goes to the outside. He takes him on the inside. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Moore's going to try and get in this draft. Here comes Poland. He's going to take the win. Oh! And we almost had a spill by Moore. Moore almost pitched a sideways. He saved it. He's going to catch third. He'll get third place, but boy, he had a scare. And here comes the battle for fourth. It's going to be Dumais, Canet, Hill, Graves, and Stewart. And Minnick. And we'll have to find out how that works in the point system. But that's the way they finished. Oh, a scary ride for Richard Moore, and a brilliant piece of riding by Richard Moore, saving that bike. He could have got 0 points. Instead, he's going to at least come away with something. A brilliant save, an absolutely brilliant save by Richard Moore. We can have the top 3 riders down here to the winner's circle, please.